have not had them on stream last week. So this week will be their first showing on stream, and that of course is Mingo, Gaillard and Kill.
Well, first moments of this game already being very awkward right there in defense from WLF, but RG of course showing mid style, had the patience, was able to take it past one from Team Somnium, and just shows how confident you have to be in your own plays at this level. And WLF have that first opportunity, almost getting a free goal in, but Mingo is right there, able to stop it.
Yeah, good save there, very clutch too. Now onto the backboard from Team Somnium. Quick follow-up from Kill, and that is the 1-0 in Team Somnium's favour. They come out the gate absolutely swinging.
A beautiful start for Somnium. WLF was looking a little bit stronger, but you know, it always turns around from time to time, and it is now Somnium that have that momentum from game one, from the first goal. So it will be very important for WLF to keep standing up straight, be able to answer back firmly and get that first goal for them themselves.
Yeah, good showing from them. It's always good to start off a game so strong in such strong fashion, and they did very well for themselves. Like I said, it is their first game of stream, but no stream jitters from that side. Just this face coming out from them. So good, and another one. Kill once again getting a goal for himself. It's Mingo booting out the opposition, and then Kill catching Money talking in an absolutely awkward position.
Well, maybe the money wasn't talking good enough. So, Kill 2-0. 1 minute and 5 seconds into this first game. Already a very confident start from Team Somnium. So, WLF, although they might be a very established, very renowned team that has been around for quite a while, it is Somnium, of course, that is really blazing from the starting blocks, but right there, opportunity created from Money Talk, almost trying to get that ball to the middle, but now it is Gaillard? Wait.
Gaillard? I don't know. These players just should be picking easier names. Just make a name like Joessi. That is, everyone knows how you pronounce that. Come on.
I have a proposition. What if we go with Gade?
That sounds like you're insulting him at that point. Just say Gaillard.
Okay, Gaillard.
I'm not sure what the exact pronunciation is. I've worked with some of the Asian scene, and their names are even worse. But what's not bad is the plays coming out from Team Somnium right now. Mingo with a beautiful ceiling shot, getting a 50 on CKS Kill. Who else but him with a quick follow-up, and one of the quickest hat-tricks I've seen in a long time. Only 2 minutes for him to take it.
Well, one hat-trick to start Team Somnium off with a very strong game one, but it is WLF that is trying to answer back. Might not be the easiest way, but right there we have the defense trying to escape. Balls in place being established between Arju, trying to go for the last defender. And with that immense pressure, WLF against one defender from Somnium, still able to hold on to the lead, still keeping it a very clean sheet.
Yeah, well done from them. Team WLF will be hitting themselves. They should have scored that, they didn't, and now that 3-0 lead isn't getting any smaller while time is ticking away for them. Not a good position to be in. 3 goals is hard enough as it is, and if you start to get less than 2 minutes for it, it just becomes that much harder. They're looking to get the goal now. Money Talk with a good beat, hitting some space with a great demo from Gaillard, taking out Arju. This makes it so that their offense cannot keep it going. Yeah, now with the follow-up, which we tried to get a flip reset. Tickets with a good follow-up. Now Arju trying to show off his skills. Open it into the middle, but Mingo, great pop towards the side. Was absolutely squandering that opportunity.
Well, Arju, of course, not faced with any fear trying to go for that ball, and that's something that you really need at this point. They're already down by 3 goals. You know, what does a fourth matter besides potentially ruining your entire momentum, your mentality? I don't think too much, and it is really Somnium with Gaillard right there, trying to get that 4th goal in. That was a nice passing play, just going slightly wide on that side post. So WLF is really giving us some signs of relief after that one.
Team Somnium, though, with one of the strongest showing we've seen in the league so far. I think just all players very, very critical when they need to be. And that's another great pass from Kerr down to Gaillard. The other way around, excuse me, but taking that 4th goal. This Team WLF defense is making look like they're a bunch of new guys on the block right here by Team Somnium.
Well, WLF, you already heard it. You're making Joessi kind of speechless. He doesn't know how to talk about how your defense is really going. And right there, we have a beautiful other opportunity from Somnium. Taking their time. Gaillard almost using that flip reset to slow down the ball and get it in. And that's something commendable. Somnium just have full control every time they're going for the ball. They exactly know what they want to achieve with every hit. And they're actually able to follow through with that plan. And that is why they have 4-0 up. Gill, of course, being that star striker, already having 4 goals, and that is just insane to see.
And Team Somnium had one of the absolute best series that we've seen in the entire Rising Stars circuit so far. Their semi-finals in the playoffs against Supermoid Gaming, going all the way to Game 7, were some of the quickest Rocket League I've seen in a long time. They definitely have it in them to go very, very far in this competition, and it just seems like they have complete control over every single part of the play right now. Some great saves coming out, some great attacks coming out, and just some overall beautiful Rocket League for Team Somnium. 4-0 in Game 1. They started off more than strong.
Well, you're really starting to wonder, Joessi, where do these two teams differ compared from the last 2 teams, Survey Geneva and Galaxy Bank had a very close first game, but this Game 1 really showing why Somnium is such a good team. They already had 4 goals, with of course Gill with that 4-goal lead, getting 1 hat-trick plus 1. I don't know, it has a terminology in football, but that is just some mad scoreline.
Yeah, very well done, my Team Somnium. And on the other hand, Team WLF just right now not looking like the same squad as when Lindo's on the field. They look very solid when he is there, and now Money Talks. It's not down to him, but more of a chemistry thing where the team just doesn't really seem to react and know where the other teammates are, which is not a good thing if you're playing Rocket League. But maybe they can turn it around in this game too. There's still plenty of time. They just need to make sure that they do not get swept. And the kick off by Arju and a good follow-up by CKS. So in a good position right here to keep it going. When he gets outplayed though by Gaillard, who pops it up high, gets the ball back from Kill. A good pressure coming out. CKS with the clear from the backboard. Make sure that this ball is by to safety for just a little while longer. Arju really taking his time, just completely slowing down the pace of the game, making sure that his team is in a great position, but a great angle from Mingo, getting the 1-0 in 30 seconds.
From star striker to being able to set up your teammate perfectly. Kill right there was able to play that ball off that last defender, making sure that it goes high into Mingo, who just had all the space. He was not contested in the air. He had that much space in defense to try and get that ball in, but there Gaillard almost getting that ball in, does a beautiful flip, and Mingo was almost able to follow it up once again, and that just shows that Team Somnium really knows how to apply that pressure. WLF is really struggling, but there is an opportunity saved by Gill. So this guy is just not only a mad striker, Joessi, he is able to assist his team and get those clinical saves as well.
Can definitely do anything. He's the type of guy that can literally do anything. I bet he can even pronounce Gaillard correctly, which we are failing horribly at right now. But it's fine, it's fine. After this game, I'll definitely be hopping onto Google Translate to see how Mrs. Spanish pronounces that name. But yeah, like I said before, just pick easier names if you want to pronounce correctly. But that's a terrible miss right there, and Mingo just taking full advantage of it.
Well, Mingo, you're really coming through, my man. Like right there, we were talking about Game 1 being more about it being Gill's time to shine, and Game 2, 2 goals already from Mingo, maybe potentially a hat-trick for Mingo this time around. And you were talking about how good both teams were, and definitely Somnium being a little bit of a more all-around team, all players really stepping up individually, and right there we see it once again, but this time around it is Arju, of course, with his skills, with his knowledge, able to break through, but right there, the side post It's such a ruthless object in this game, is it not, Joessi?
Yeah, definitely not being too kind to Team Somnium, or to Team WLF, I'm sorry, right here, Arju. Great little mechanical play, great little solo play, but it was all in vain. As that post, like you said, being a little bit of a naughty boy. But great opportunities coming out from Team WLF right here, just not being rewarded with a goal as of yet. Pressure is there though, so the opportunities will come in the end. But some good defensive play by Kill, takes the ball all the way back to the other side of the field. And then another quick challenge, Gayal with the follow-up onto the crossbar. That was almost suddenly a goal on the other side. Now Arju gets it on top of his head, down to Money Talk, but that ball is going absolutely nowhere into the corner. Just for Mingo to pick up on. Team WLF need to be a bit more careful with that possession right here.
Well, careful with possession, opportunities again from WLF, and Somnium do need that, well, that other goal for, of course, Mingo to get that second hat-trick, and that would be something cool to see, Joessi. You really rely on one person each game to get that hat-trick, get those goals for your team. And Kill this time around is really trying to get that ball back into his own half, giving himself a lot of time right there, but good opportunity from WLF. But Kill, again, we're talking about him being a striker, we're talking about him being the one to assist his team, set them up for a play. Right there, he's really showing some skills in defense.
But not just him, the entire squad of Team Somnium playing Rocket League almost to a T, to absolute perfection right now, just not letting anything pass them by. And this shot is saved by Sikias, but once again showing the pressure and the chances that Team Somnium can create, even when low on boost. They opt to stay upfield and keep this ball coming. And now Kale showing why he's a striker though, as a backflip onto the ceiling. It happens to the best of us.
Well, last minute and 5 seconds in this game one. Team Somnium really looking solid, already making sure that they controlled this game as well. But right there, good breakthrough from Gayad. Finally was able to say his name as Mingo is able to take that ball to the middle and not able to find his hat-trick, but Kill almost being able to finish it up. And this is really showing why this offensive pressure from Team Somnium is so strong. Every time they're going for a ball, there's at least 2 opportunities being created from one offensive break free. And I think that WLF is really struggling in that regard. Always one challenge or 2 on a good opportunity. Right there, the passing plays from Somnium it's just unbelievable.
I mean, I don't think it was necessary. That ball looked like it was just flying straight in, and it was in fact a save right there from Kale. But I like the idea of keeping that man upfield, getting a crazy redirect. This one not working out perfectly, but good enough as it does waste a lot of time in Team Somnium. Looking like the ones to take this, not only in this last 10 seconds, but the entire game just looked so good. Just the speed, the skill, and the absolute mechanics coming out from these guys. It's absolutely gorgeous.
You gotta be kind of sad though, because Mingo was not able to get his hat-trick. He got so close, he had 7 opportunities, was able to bang in 2. Also very nice to see. So it was really Mingo stepping up on that striking end, but it was not only because of him. Gayad and Kill were able to set up Mingo at least once for each play. So it is really starting to feel like Somnium is just I'm losing my words. It's really such a strongly connected team compared to WLF, because right there I feel like it's really trying to be that personal strength from each player, trying to shine through and carry them through those games.
I mean, talking is very hard. It's just a good thing you're not a caster. But yeah, Team WLF right now, not I'm sorry, that was just plain rude.
I mean, don't worry, next time you're casting in Dutch, I'll get you back, don't worry.
Alright. But Team WLF though, not showing up right here. And last week, they also got away with this by the skin of their teeth, Wolfie. I don't know if you were watching that. I believe you were, but right there, they went all the way to Game 5 against Esportsburg, who is one of the more unknown teams in this pool, in this entire tournament, to be honest. One of the ones that just slipped in and it's been performing quite well. But they didn't look too great then. Yes, they got away with the win, but they didn't look too great, and that was with Lindo. And now Lindo isn't here this week, and Money Talk's playing in his stead, and Team WLF just basically nowhere to be found. They've had 1 or 2 opportunities per game, but most of them not too dangerous. Only the 1 dribble from Arju, which was really good and should have deserved a goal. But Team Somnium just looking like the better team here. They're outpacing Team WLF to every ball, and Team WLF just doesn't have an answer right now.
It's really becoming hard for WLF to try and strike back. Might not be the best start, but you never know, Joessi. We have our friend Face, also known for his reverse sweep or sweeping potential, and maybe WLF was just setting themselves up for a reverse sweep. You never know.
Could very well be so. It wouldn't be the first time we see a team just throwing away a 2-all lead, but this Team Somnium, with the confidence that they've been playing with these last 2 games, I do not expect them to drop this third unless Team WLF really changes things up. Even then, I doubt it would be enough. And now Kill takes the ball upfield, keeping the pressure up for Team Somnium, trying to start it, but Arju with a lovely fake. He's been playing everything very, very slow, and it's starting to work out for him now as he keeps getting opposition called out with it. CKS and Money Talk right here struggling. That's just straight up a pass, but a good beat by Arju. Gets it down to Gaillard, gets it too far away in a passing play. CKS to Arju. Finally, Team WLF is on the board and start off a game strong.
And the real question is, you see, might this be the start of the comeback? You never know, but RG definitely putting them on the board. And Team Somnium, for the first time this series, got a reality check that they are not unbeatable, that they are not invincible on defense, but right there, Kill. Really trying to use his mechanical abilities once again, as Mingo is outplayed by Arju. Arju gives that ball to Money Talk, and because he's taking his time so slowly, so controlled, it is actually becoming a good way to fake out the opponents. But now Kill, Soling, playing the ball to the backboard, and there is CKS just going in, saving the entire defense with only 1 man.
Now, keeping the ball slow, CKS is there to challenge. But guy adds up once more, down to Mingo, down to Kill. That ball just lingers in front of net, but not being rewarded with a goal as of yet. CKS with the boom at field does fight Money Talk after an intervening Gaillard, and another pass to CKS, to Team WLF. They're awake and they're making this reverse sweep likely.
Well, they might be looking very close to it. That's definitely something we can say. And yeah, Team Somnium shaken to that goal, not know how to respond, but right there, good kickoff, of course, you could say for Team Somnium, but it goes immediately into RG, and that's something that WLF have been doing quite nicely. Every time they're controlling the ball, creating space, and RG creating space for Money Talk. Open goals are still easy enough to get scored.
But where was this squad 2 games ago? Before they've waken up, they've already given away 2 games to Team Somnium. Now the roles have completely reversed. The also dominant squad of Team Somnium right now looking like Team WLF in the last 2 games. Very good switch around for Team WLF. I don't know what they changed exactly, but it's definitely working for them.
Well, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, Joessi. Might it be possible for Somnium to come back? Well, according to last games it might, but there is Arju Soling and creates space for CKS as the defense double commits. Yeah, this game might as well already be over.
But it feels like Arju's just been given a bit more space in this game as opposed to the other 2, and also has received the trust from his teammates. They know he's gonna get these crazy touches, and they're supposed to follow it up. They're doing it very, very well, and 4-0 with not even a half of a game played is absolutely crazy coming out from this Team WLF squad to change things around. So they've done that very well, but the rest of this game probably won't matter too much, as both teams are probably gonna take their foot off the gas pedal.
Well, they might give up already in terms of Team Somnium, might reserve their strength for game 4 for Team WLF, but right there we see they're still trying to keep that place, still trying to build on that momentum for the next game, because that's also something very important. This game might be done, but it doesn't mean that the entire series is over. Somnium, of course, still need one more win in order to win this entire series, but right there, good shot from Money Talk to keep on that pressure, and that is something they've been really doing well. Maybe RG has been giving them some little points, some small things that he picked up in his further run in, of course, the more experienced scene. Because right now I feel like WLF as a general, as a whole unit, is giving themselves way more time and using the space that they get or create to the best of their ability.
Maybe Team Somnium was caught a bit off guard as to how Team WLF were playing. The fact that they just beat them to every single ball, and they don't seem to be as quick anymore in this game, just giving much more space to Team WLF. That might be another reason why they're facing a 4-0 deficit right now, even though they won the last 2 games very comfortably. But you gotta wonder, how is this game 4 gonna pan out? Because this game 3 is pretty much done and over for Team WLF, and it just feels like whoever scored the first goal in this series just completely ran away with the game.
Wouldn't it be kind of hilarious, Joessi, to see that if this game ends on a 4-0, same scoreline as game 1, then the next game, game 4, might go 2-0 for Team WLF, and then, you know, you never know, then we have a magic surprise in game 5 to break what we could say the most synchronized possible match lineup. Right there we have, of course, Money Talk still trying to keep under pressure, and yeah, this is definitely completely different pace than the start of this game, and I hope that WLF still know how to play at that exact pace that they did at the start, because otherwise it might be all over after this game.
But it's nice to be able to do it in this sort of setting. You know you've already lost, you've given up on the game, so there's nothing really that you can lose. So you get a bit of your confidence back, because all the pressure that you could have been feeling earlier on the game is just completely gone. So it just allows you to kind of start with a clean slate, even though you are 4-0 down. It seems like that's what's happened. Both Team WLF not really looking for another goal, and Team Somnium just trying to get back into that rhythm. And I think the first minute of the game to come is going to be the most important one, because if Team Somnium doesn't watch out here, the experience of Team WLF is going to make that reverse sweep very possible.
Yeah, it's always very daunting to see 0 goals for a team, because that means also 0 assists, and the only real numbers you see on the scoreboard are, of course, for the saves and the shots. But WLF, very surprising game 3, were able to come back very strong, and I gotta give it. I mean, in my opinion, it was really RG making that difference, enabling his entire team to get those opportunities in through bumps, through passes, and that was very nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. We were asking Team WLF to switch it around, and that they did. Only 2 shots on Team Somnium's side in this game, whereas in the last game, I think Kill on his own got like 7. So really switching it around from Team WLF, just not letting Team Somnium get as much pressure. Very well done, and the start of this game will show us who gets a prime possession in this. Will we see the reverse sweep being completed by Team WLF, or does Team Somnium take one more win to bring the series win home and start their season up 2-0? Kill now getting challenged by RG, but that ball just floated a bit too high. The first opportunity of the match going towards Team WLF.
Yeah, we might only be like 20 seconds in, but right there, I could have already established a huge lead. But right there, good shot from Money Talks. Pressure on from start to finish, and they're right now blazing in. We saw the last 2 minutes of last game, because it was already a 4-0, simmering down, settling down a little bit, because they realize they have to persevere their strength, because this might go to game 5. As we're saying that, we see that Somnium is really struggling right now. WLF forcing those 50s, making sure those plays go in their favor as they play the ball back once again and are in control. And that is something very important if you're able to force the ball to your own half, but be able to control and making a counterplay immediately after that. That gives you so much pressure on the defense for Somnium.
And looks like Team Somnium is also going for some more demos, but CKS almost with a double touch, getting a goal for himself. A good shot by Arju. Passed wide by main goal. Money Talk with an immediate follow-up. So does CKS. Arju can't hesitate either. Alone boost this guy out, but he does get the ball away, and now Arju probably gonna take it slow once more, just trying to take some players out of the game, succeeds in doing so. That pass should have been back to Arju, it wasn't, and now Gaillard can take it all the way back towards the Team WLF side. A really ping pong game coming in right here, where WLF is trying so hard to control the ball, but they're not getting a lot of chances. This is one though, onto the post. Money talk, Arju follow up, 1-0 to WLF.
Well, Joessi, this is the start that we have been waiting for. WLF have been sleeping in those first 2 games. Showed us what they can do in game 3, winning it 4-0, and right now, within like 1 minute and 50 seconds, we're already 1 goal ahead for them. So now they have to keep this up, make sure that they keep on that pressure, keep up that pace, and outplay the entire Team Somnium defense with some passing plays, good connections between all of them, because that really felt like the biggest difference, that WLF was feeling very disconnected in those first 2 games.
But so far in this series, if a team scored the first goal, they did not concede for the rest of the game. So if that prophecy continues, then Team WLF will be taking this one without conceding. A good shot though by Mingo. The passing plays from Team Somnium looking beautiful, but not coming to fruition as of yet. Gaillard now into the middle, straight down to Arju. No follow up from his teammates. Means the pressure's just going to build up from Team WLF. A demo now from Mingo, creating some space, but that's just a boom straight to the opposition. And straight back to your own half you go. You need to be careful with position right here, otherwise you cannot keep that pressure. But Mingo now almost sneaking that one in. Money Talk is there first. CKS with the follow-up gets a really good 50, which allows him and his teammates to grab some boost. And Somnium not really creating any chances, even though their pressure is alright. This is straight in though, a miss, an uncharacteristic one, and Kill getting the consolation goal, and it's 1-1.
Oh, my math brain just hurts right now. We go from 0-4 to 0-2 to 4-0. And we're already on 1-1. The curse has been lifted. Maybe this is Somnium's game to break through and get that series win for once. So, but right there, WLF with a flip reset from I'm very bad with names, already forgot apparently, but that's really putting on the pressure. And it is Money Talk that is playing that ball forwards once again, trying to slow play it, and the ball slightly goes wide.
Good opportunity, but it went wide. No goal yet. A great fake from CKS. You can really see that Team WLS looking for those ones plays. Arju now gets it onto the backboard. Money Talk hoping it. 2-1 Team WLF. They take the lead once more.
Yeah, right there, perfect shot. Money Talk, of course, got that pass from Arju. Arju trying to go for that demo, for that bump on the last defender. And he already realized, I'm stuck in that. Arju is coming for me. There's nothing I can do. And with that said and done, it is a 2-1 scoreline. Somnium will have to fire back a little bit harder because they already scored 1 goal. It means that they can score another one, but Money Talk is keeping on that pressure, and that's something so important. But Arju cleaning it through, making it 3-1.
Great start once again for Team WLF. The curse is broken, but they still be looking like they're gonna take this one. A good follow-up by Arju. 3-1, and now with only a minute to go, that is one hell of a task from Team Somnium. Their first 2 games, they were also straight. It was just gonna look like it's gonna be a straight up sweep, but they've completely botched the last 2 games. Now they're facing match point in the next one against this Team WLF squad, who's on a roll, who's on fire. 7 goals in the last 2 games versus only 1 from Team Somnium, and almost the 8's just flying in right there. A lot of pressure coming in, but no challenge. Make sure that Team Somnium gets the ball upfield once again. Maybe they can get a goal here as Gaillard puts it into the middle to Kill. That's a beautiful play, but the shot just not good enough. And now Arju on the other side, trying to create an opportunity of his own, but he's pushed wide by Kill.
Last 15 seconds. Definitely safe to say that WLF is 1 step closer to that potential reverse sweep. But now the real question is Somnium. Where did the dominance go from game 1 and game 2? How are you going to be able to strike back? And right there we had a beautiful opportunity from Mingo, but Gaillard the man whose name is very hard to pronounce from time to time was able to make it 3-2, and this is a momentum changer for Somnium.
Great shot, but only 0 seconds left, so not enough for this game. They do get the last goal, like you said, so maybe a bit of a momentum shift, but with the way that this Team WLF team has been playing the last 2 games, I doubt it's going to be enough for Team Somnium. Team WLF really just full on in control of this game. They taking everything slow, just taking one of the incoming charges, attackers from Team Somnium coming in. Very well done by them, and just doing very well to come back into this series in which they looked absolutely hopeless.
Well, hopeless or not, this game was very versatile. Of course, we had some opportunities from WLF, who actually won the game. Very nice goal right there from Money Talk. RG was the one setting him up, and these 2 players have been playing splendidly. So I don't know. It will be really tough for Somnium to try and answer back. Mingo, of course, was enabling Gaillard and Kill to the best of his ability, getting 2 assists. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's yeah.
I mean, it's a game 5. It's a game 5, which means that it can obviously still go either way, and both teams have some sort of an equal chance to take it. And I feel like last game 5 that we had on stream as well, just all around very close, and it's just these individual players stepping up to the occasion. And if I have to look at one player in specific, it's got to be Arju, that RLCS caliber playing, recently picked up by Mouse Esports, and I just feel like he's going to be the one that makes the difference in this game in Team WLF favors, but remains to be seen. Team Somnium might be able to bring it all back. Kayat now gets contested by Arju, and Kill has an opportunity, almost finding a pass to his teammate, but a great interception from Monitor, squandering that opportunity. Good follow-up though by Mingo. Arju has to make a very clutch save, succeeds in doing so. Now Kill onto the ball, tries to find a teammate, but no one's there in the middle. Now bang upfield. Arju, can he make magic happen? Almost. But Gaillard with a great save, turning that one away.
Yeah, it's really rough for Somnium right now, and I feel like the break to force or challenge 50s against RG, Monitor, and CKS. Maybe they realize that the 50 game is a little bit weaker, and it's something very important in this game, so we see it once again. And because it is really that one thing that RG really uses against the defense from Somnium. He knows you have to outplay your defense. Yes, sure, you have to outplay one man. You can do it with a flick from time to time, but it's not always as a definitely if you have somebody lining up right behind it. And I feel like Kill maybe should realize it as well, because we saw right there in the start, he had an opportunity, he could have forced a 50, potentially put on quite a lot of pressure, and right now he's still trying to control the ball instead of trying to force that 50 with Money Talks.
Oh, good shot though from Kill, and they're constantly very low on boost as well. Team Somnium, some great control coming out from Team WLF. Pass should have been better as well. Mingo was waiting in the middle there. Didn't get the pass from his teammate, and now a very early challenge from Money Talk. It's worked to Kill. Guy out with the redirect, but all these shots are very easily savable for Team WLF, whose defense is always so strong, and this just once again shows it.
It is just very phenomenal. We're already 2 minutes in, and both teams haven't crumbled under the pressure yet. Right then we had an opportunity for Somnium, but the second man was just lurking around in the midfield, way too late to respond to it, and that, of course, creating a little bit of a sad opportunity. Why is it sad? Of course, that could have been a first goal for them, but right there, good time so he can buy Mingo. And that is something that we have to see. You have to take your time against WLF. They know how to challenge, they know how to 50. So sometimes throwing a fake might be your best option.
Team Somnium getting so close, but that last shot, that last pass, that last chance is not happening for them so far. Now good opportunity from Gaillard, but the pressure is always there from Team WLF. There's always someone that's contesting any ball that Team Somnium goes for. Very hard for them to create something. That's a good 50 though. Now Kill with the follow-up, gets beaten out by Money Talk onto the backboard from Mingo. No one there to follow up though, so once again it just gets cleared all the way back to the Team Somnium half. They're getting the ball upfield, but they're not doing anything with it.
Well, last minute and 40 seconds in regulation time, potentially going to that OT, because at this moment it's really looking like both teams are not going to break that record. Of course, WLF one step closer to that reverse sweep. They are so close now. They are in game 5 in the last minute and 20 seconds, still doing alright, but of course they want that first goal as quickly as possible. But right there, ball going into the corner, Somnium still taking control, and right again, disconnection in defense creates an awkward space where Money Talks is able to dig up that ball, and that's something that's been happening all series long.
Mingo now though, trying once again to break that Team WLF defense. Someone gonna go in for the 50, but once again they just get completely dunked and the pressure's just gone for Team Somnium. It looks like they can take this serious because they have the pressure, but they're not finding the key to the lock that is the Team WLF defense. Very tough for them, and Team WLF on their side playing very, very defensive, very, very careful. Now might be a good opportunity though. That's a great pass, but the shot from Kill isn't too great, and the follow-up is in there. Now Arju trying to take matters into his own hands on top of his own car, gets bumped away though. He's now found himself all the way upfield. He might be able to get a redirect, but it's into the corner rather than onto goal. This is on the backboard though. Follow-up is quicker from Guyard, who now takes it all the way across the field, and it's looking like we're going to go to this overtime. As soon as the ball drops, we're going to go to game 5 overtime yet again.
Well, sadly enough, an equal game doesn't exist in Rocket League. One of the teams has to win, and that was an opportunity from CKS Kill, able to step in the right moment. Could have been all over in just a split second, and that's, we know how ruthless an OT can be. Behind the score immediately at the start. CKS was almost doing that, or you score way down the line, so maybe we're in for a long run, Joessi. You never know.
It could very well be that, Stealthy, because we've already had 5 minutes without a goal, but no, it's broken. Archie finds the pass from CKS, and patience and defensiveness wins it out this time. The reverse sweep completed. Very well done for Team WLF, getting another clutch game 5 win in the Superstar Series.
You see, that I'm really speechless at this point, because this is the second time that we've seen such a quite an upset, because WLF was looking very shaky at the start, didn't play to the best of their ability, so it seems, and now they were able to win against Team Somnium. I mean, I have no clue how this happened, but
I can hear it in your voice, you know, you don't already know what's going on, and I'm right there with you. I feel like Team Somnium had one of the strongest showings that I've seen in the league so far, bar RGM last week, because they were absolutely popping, and then suddenly they were just nowhere to be seen. It feels like Team WLF just completely deciphered their way of playing, and that is something that a lot of experience does for you. You just know what type of players you can face, and you face them so often that you know what you need to change up in order to get away with the win, and that's exactly what RJ, Money Talks, and CKS did here in this game against Team Somnium. Very well done for them, bringing themselves to a 2-0 start, which I would have to say I find somewhat surprising, but definitely not undeserved with the way they played these last 3 games against Team Somnium, and Team Somnium themselves getting into a 1-1 scoreline now because of their loss against this Team WLF squad. Joining Savet Geneva right there. Soon we'll have RGM against eSportsburg, which should be an absolute banger as well. Do you have some thoughts on that now, Wolf?
you're asking the worst casino player to make some sort of prediction.
Yeah, make a bet.
See, as much as I like, or I would assume that RGM is going to win, and know that all my predictions are always going to be wrong, Underdog, sorry. We're gonna go with Esportsburg with, of course, an 0-2 standing so far. Maybe they're able to tie it to 1-1 and rival Somnium and Server Geneva.
Well, thank you for that prediction. Also, thank you for Nice Cactus for sponsoring these Superstar Series as well as the weekly tournaments. Every Wednesday, the Nice Cactus Open. Also, every Sunday, there's the alternating 60 euros and 120 euros tournaments open to everyone these last few weeks. So make sure to join in there. Also, their grassroots fund, making sure that esports organizations can get the funding they need. Now, if you want to laugh into Wolf's face because his prediction was completely wrong, be sure to join us after break with Esportsburg versus RGM.